Hello families, and welcome back to the channel. This is a place for agricultural business owners looking for ways to make profit from their agricultural business and also thinking of starting up an agribusiness. And today I'll be talking about farm workers. This is going to be a short video actually. So I'll be talking about farm workers. Now when it comes to farm workers, the issue people get is, should they get contract workers or should they get full-time workers? Okay, contract-based workers are workers that you just hire maybe when you need to weed, you need to plant, they come, you pay them and they go. But full-time workers are the workers you have on your farm that manage the day-to-day activities on your farm, the cultivation, the weeding, the clearing of everything that happens on the farm daily. That's what full-time farmers does. Okay, so you might be wondering at this point in my farm, or okay, let's just say you're just starting out and you want to know, should I get workers based on contract or should I get them full-time? This is my advice to anyone. I do contract work. That is what I do. I don't really do like full-time. Oh Juliet, I want to hire you to oversee my farm day to day. I don't do that because one, I have lots of farm I'm managing. Two, it's actually very tedious to manage the day-to-day activities of a farm. Okay, so if you're going into long-term crop, let's say you're going into oil palm plantation, you're going into plantain farming, you're going into any long-term crop at all, I'll suggest you go for contract-based farm workers. Yes, that is the best for you because you actually don't need them all the time. You only need them maybe 5 to 6 times in a year, and that's when weed is growing. You need to apply fertilizer on your farm. You need to maybe do urgent harvesting. Go for contract-based farm workers. Okay, this for people that are going into long-term farming. But if you are going into short-term crops, mid-term crops, let's say you are cultivating cucumber, you're cultivating pepper, tomato, you're cultivating maize, I would suggest you go for full-time farm workers because crop like this need people on the farm 24/7. So like when cultivating cucumber, I have all my workers on ground because if they don't weed, cucumber will die. If they don't water it, cucumber will die. If they don't apply fertilizer, cucumber will die. Same with pepper. Pepper does not like weed at all, so we need to weed all the time. And you cannot start getting workers based on contract all the time to come and be weeding. Oh, you are weeding every 2 weeks. You are getting farm workers on contract. It's advisable you have your full-time workers. I don't know if you're trying to picture what I'm saying. Have your full-time workers for short-term crops because those short-term crops need people, they need attention, okay, and they generate money for you quickly, so it's easy for you to raise money to pay your farm workers. Okay, so that is one. Know the kind of crop you're cultivating. The kind of crop you're cultivating will determine if you should go for contract base or you should go for full-time base. Okay, if you're cultivating long-term crop, I would suggest you go for contract based worker because you don't need them all the time. But if you're cultivating short-term crops, you're on the farm 24/7, you need a full-time farm worker. All right, your mode of payments also determined. For contract-based workers, all you need to do is, okay, as they work, if they work per acre, you pay them per acre. If they work per plot, you pay them per plot and they go. At times you pay them per day job. Yes, there are times we just need you to clear something for a day and we just pay you off per day job. That's the mode of payment. But for full-time farm workers, their mode of payment is actually very different. Very different. And it's important you know the mode of payment before you hire any full-time farm worker. Okay, so we have different mode of payments. You can pay them with crops, you can pay them with money, and you can pay them with bike. Yes, motorcycle. So our farm workers, what they do is once they come to work for the whole year, at the end of the year, we settle them with motorcycle. We don't pay them salary throughout the year. The salary they receive is motorcycle. Okay, at any cost, you are going to get a Bajaj motorcycle for settlement. If Bajaj motorcycle is going for 500,000, you will buy it and settle them. If it's going for 1 million naira, you buy it and settle them. That is the agreement for the year. Also, we have people that will say, okay, after cultivating, they just want a portion of the crop cultivated. Yes, that's another way you can pay your farm workers. Some will say, okay, since you cultivated pepper, if you get 100 bags, I'm going to take like 20 bags, I'm going to take like 10 bags. That will be my own share from the work done. That's another way you can get paid. Also, you pay them with money. Some people place them on salary monthly. They will say, okay, let me pay them a certain amount of money monthly, maybe 30, 40, 50,000 naira monthly. But anyone that you know is comfortable for you, that is the one you should do. Okay, and also make sure you've agreed to these terms. Understand your mode of payment even before they start working. Most people make that mistake and say, oh, we'll talk about payment later, just get to work. No, talk about payments now before they get to work, because at the end of the day, once they are done and they are telling you their mode of payment, it might not be something you align with and you'll be like, but we did not make money from this farm. How am I going to pay you that money? And it's actually none of their business. So know the mode of payment. The mode of payment is now the way you make them to work, so that you'll be able to calculate profit and be able to pay them and still make a gain. I don't know if you understand what I just said. Understand the mode of payment that you'll be giving them. Or if you are cultivating pepper and you are getting bags of pepper, that means you need to achieve 100 bags of pepper for you to be able to get 20 bags of pepper from it. So how do we work on achieving 100 bags of pepper so that I can get your 20 bags of pepper? If you don't get 100 bags of pepper, I won't give you 20 bags of pepper. That is an agreement. Okay. Same with motorcycle. Oh, we are settling with motorcycle. Okay, motorcycle is 500,000 naira. If we don't earn 1 million, 3 million naira, 5 million naira, I cannot settle you this motorcycle. So what do we do on this fund that will generate 3 million naira, 4 million naira for me to be able to release 500,000 naira, 600,000 naira to buy you this motorcycle? They will explain and you will start working. Okay, so that is just it. Understand the type of farming you want to go into. Is it necessary for me to go for full-time workers? Should I just opt for contract-based workers? How do I pay them? If I'm paying full-time workers like this, will I make profits? Won't I just opt for contract-based workers? These are the things you need to put in mind. So just know what works for you. Know the type of farm you want to operate, and know if it's contract-based that will favor you, or if it is full-time workers that will favor you. All right, I hope you got value. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'm going to see you in my next video.